What are the costs and fees involved to sell your home? So if a title issue appears during the title search, it becomes the seller's responsibility to make sure the title is clear before closing can happen. So any attorney's fees associated with that process are going to be charged to the seller. In addition, if the seller needs somebody to sign on their behalf, like a power of attorney, or a closing needs to be mailed out in order for it to be signed, there's additional fees by those services offered by the attorney's office. So one of the biggest fees a seller will pay are the commissions. You have the buyer's agent commission and the seller's commission. And in Georgia, on our listing agreements, it's written to show the total commission the seller is paying to the listing broker and then a breakdown of what portion of that commission is being offered to a buyer's agent. So both the seller and the buyer agent commissions are typically paid by the seller. If you live at an HOA, typically there is a closing statement fee that is paid in order for the closing attorney to get an accurate statement of your account. This fee can be anywhere from $100 to as high as $500. So check with your HOA to see how much they charge, and the attorney will be collecting that at closing. If the tax bill hasn't been paid yet for the year, you will pay your portion of the taxes at closing, and then the buyer becomes responsible for paying the entire bill when it becomes due. When the tax bill has already been paid, then you're going to get a credit for your portion at closing. Keep in mind that if you escrow these funds, then you're likely going to have funds that your mortgage company is holding on to that will get sent to you after closing. The attorney's office will obtain a mortgage payoff from your current lender, and that will be added to the statement to be paid at closing. Many times there is a wire fee associated with the payoff, so you can typically see that between $35 and $100 in additional to your payoff amount. Now, this is a negotiable item. Sometimes buyers request the seller to pay a portion or all of their closing costs. We evaluate this with sellers when an offer comes in and determine if it's a good idea to pay for the buyer's closing costs. You might offer a home warranty that covers most major systems in your home for the first year for the buyer, and the home warranty fee is always paid at closing. Now, there could be some additional miscellaneous fees at closing. There are certain loans that require the seller to pay for a termite clearance letter or additional items or even repairs that have been requested by the buyer, but your agent will review these with you when you review offers on the property, and these are the main costs you'll see when you're selling your home. In our next video, we're going to talk about Georgia's disclosure requirements when selling your home, so stay tuned.